Hello everyone, it's Friday, October 21, 2022. I want to share a little something with you. As I was waiting for my Uber last night on my way home from work, I tried, to get an Uber through my app on my phone, but canceled a couple times because I didn't have a good feeling about the drivers that I was getting that were popping up. Anyway, after multiple amount attempts of me canceling the rides, my card wasn't recognized on file. So something came to my mind, let me just wait for the bus, and then when I get off the bus I can go to the bank, insert my card into the ATM machine, and see if I can access my balance, because the Uber app was telling me that my card was too low of a balance, which I found strange because it was not. I had more than enough of money for the ride that I was requesting. So I wait for my bus. As you know, I got on my bus, got back to my area safely, went to the bank ATM at night, inserted my card into the ATM machine, and I honestly could not retrieve a balance. The message on the screen said unable to load transaction details or something along those lines. So I removed my card and proceeded to log on to my phone's website to access, my bank account. Thankfully, I was able to access it and my balance. It wasn't locked or anything, so that was good. So I wait for my bus. Maybe 20 minutes later, it arrives. I'm on my bus, and not long into my bus ride, just literally as I'm pressing the bell to get off at my stop where I live, some guy approaches me, a black guy, and I think I've seen him before, maybe like 2 or 3 years ago, and he said, "God bless you" to me. He said that he could see some sort of light around me, that I am a true child of God. This was like 2 or 3 years ago, so I recognized him immediately when I saw him, and I was like to myself, okay, my bus stop is here. I really do have to get off, but I'm gonna try my best to just listen and see what this guy might have to say to me, and hoping and praying that the bus driver has patience. Thankfully, the bus driver did have patience. He didn't call out any of us to, keep it moving or anything like that, or get off the bus. You ring the bell. I gotta keep on driving. Nope, he didn't say anything. So I listened to thankfully, and I listened to the guy, and he told me, the black guy that is, that I saw like maybe 2 or 3 years ago in my neighborhood. He told me yesterday on the bus at about, I'm gonna have to say 10:30 p.m. at night. It was at about 10:30 last night, October 20th, Thursday, 2022. He said to me, as he was walking to me, right after I ring the bell, "I see you're praying strongly," something like that, as God is my witness. "I see you're praying strongly. How you doing? God bless you. Keep strong," something like that. And then I said, "Hi, how are you? I'm doing okay, hanging in there." And I think I also told him, "God bless you too." And he said, "I just have a prophecy that I have to share with you that will come to pass." Now, guys, I'm not saying what I'm about to say that he told me is going to in fact come true. I'm just relaying because I feel like I kind of obedient in a way, in a sense, to the Holy Spirit by relaying this message. Whether or not it happens, I still believe that it's gonna happen. He said to me that whether or not, before I get into this, whether or not it happens on October 22nd, which is Saturday, 2022, tomorrow, it's still going to happen regardless. So, like I said, what I'm about to say to you doesn't mean that it in fact is going to come true. It's just that I feel like I have to be obedient to Jesus by the power of the Holy Spirit to relay this message and share it with all of you fellow Christian brothers and sisters out there, in the faith. He said to me, this guy, black guy, this will come to pass. It is a prophecy. This is not a lie or anything like that. But the banks will fail. October 22nd, 2022. There will be a crash. And invest. He mentioned the word to me, invest. And I said October 22nd. And he said, yep, October 22nd. So guys, and I left on a peaceful note. I said, thank you for letting me know. I appreciate it. I do believe these are the end times. I believe I said that to him. Have a good night. God bless you. And we went our separate ways, I do believe that to some extent, even if it doesn't come true tomorrow, Saturday, that was a word from God, because I could not access my funds just a short while before this strange encounter with this guy. I could not access, my balance as I was requesting to see a balance inquiry on the ATM machine. Couldn't see it, couldn't get to it, which I found kind of strange because I had put in the correct PIN number. And not just that, but I already had in the back of my mind, probably like 6 or 7 months ago, more than ever before, that the banks are eventually, sooner than later, gonna crash. And it's most likely gonna be way worse than the 2008 recession. And to hear from that guy last night on the bus that this is a prophecy that will come true, I was like, that's gotta be a sign from God. Whether or not it happens tomorrow, October 22nd, Saturday, that's not really the issue at hand. The main message is that I believe that was confirmation from God, that divine encounter through that gentleman who told me about the prophetic, bank crash, economic crash. I believe that was confirmation from God about me not being able to access my funds on my bank account's balance inquiry. So take all of this to prayer and don't give up. Keep looking up, for your redemption draweth nigh. Prior to recording this video, I went for a random Bible verse, and it was John 14:18. I will not leave you as orphans. I will come to you. That made me think of the return of Jesus Christ of Nazareth, God made flesh. Of the soon coming return. And not just that, but I went for a second one, and it was Psalm 16:8. I have kept the Lord always before me. Because I have kept the Lord always before me, He is at my right hand, and I will not be shaken. So I'm just doing this in obedience to Jesus, that this word has to get out there, whether or not no funds are available tomorrow. And I do plan on going out tomorrow. I was gonna go out today, but I didn't. Whether or not my funds are available through my bank account, I still gotta keep looking up, and I still gotta keep the faith. And I have to know, that God does definitely, in fact, through Jesus, when we, believe on Jesus, we become adopted children of the Father. Jesus is the very visible image of the invisible God. So we just have to keep on, fighting this good fight of faith through to the end, knowing that our work for the Lord is never in vain, and that we will receive our crown in due time if we don't give up. Thank you all for watching, and God bless.